This is a long clip, so I'm probably not going to play the whole thing. I just wanted to kind of just set the mood for you guys, and I could always skip around just to show the progression. But let's get into it.
You got something to say, Beans?
Ooh,
I do
You got
have.
something to say?
Well, maybe I don't
Bring
have
it.
something to say, but Sweet Tea definitely does.
Oh fuck yeah, I do, man. I've been raising hell and like thinking about everything that's going on like all day, all night last night, and I'm just really
holy shit! Who did that? Who did that? Poke Gaga with the 5 gifted. Thank you, Poke.
Okay, Gaga.
You're an
Thank
amazing
you.
human being. Guys, I'm gonna pitch y'all off real quick. We are now at 7, guys. We are climbing those ranks.
Oh yes.
Oh,
Oh
wrong
yes. Getting an early start for the
Straight up.
fucking furry convention.
Hell yeah, guys! Make sure you thank Poke if you got a membership. That was very nice of him. Thank you, Poke. All right, let's get back to the clip.
frustrated and upset about it, especially since Glammy has been moved to any show that she wants. She'll get to go over there and ruin the show, and then whenever it's a success or she sees another show that's a success, she'll cry and want to go over there. And I understand that she's friends with Keemstar at Brantley, so that gives her a little bit of edge. Wherever she wants to go, she has more of a chance of getting there. I don't have that.
People have a little bit of motion sickness with how much your camera moves. But real quick, we have Zachiro Enigma. Welcome to Cash Out. And
I'm gonna skip to where Wonder Woman and Beans because Sweet Tea says the same thing when Glammy gets in, but I want to make sure we get Beans and Wonder Woman.
So for the dolls, and we have Dr. R. If anybody should be Misa, it should be Wonder Woman because Misa has like that like really. I'm waiting for the fight to happen too, but I think we need to ease into it. Just
Come on, Beans, you had a lot to say on Rewind. I don't want to get. Come on.
wait. Okay, wait. Are we talking about Sweet Tea? Are we talking about Sweet Tea and Glammy, or are we talking about me and Rewind?
No, well, we're talking about you and Rewind and what you had to say about your co-host at the moment not bringing in the energy and you having to do everything. We got half an hour, haven't we, till Glammy turns up?
That's true. That's true. I mean, okay. Some people are saying that you're woke. So what did I say on Rewind? Well, yeah, I said that you guys don't bring the energy. There's multiple times where I'm like pressing the air horn, trying to get your energy up. Like we barely get any super chats, we barely get any memberships because you guys are so dead. Like I understand you guys want to make this a different show, little girly pop, like oh my gosh, and act like a mother and like a big sister. But you also got to bring the energy. People are clicking off because you guys just can't keep it up. You're like a teenage boy that just discovered porn.
Like me and Wonder Woman are both trying to match the energy of the room, and I feel like all three of us have the same amount of energy.
So whenever I'm screaming and yelling about, you know, like my first time and I'm talking about how drowning's exciting and everything else.
So monotone, you talked about it like you almost liked it, but you knew that other people weren't going to like it. So you're like, oh yeah, this is what happened to me. Isn't that weird? It wasn't freaking exciting. You weren't like screaming at the top of your lungs.
Okay, so whenever you're sitting there and you're just like, oh yeah, like the topic. You guys don't even have the, no, I'm pretty fucking sure. You guys don't even have the docket pulled up. I'm the only one that looks at the docket. I'm the only one that pulls up the goddamn clips. You guys don't do fucking shit. This is the first time I ever saw you guys basically in the docket team chat.
I don't need a fucking docket.
You don't need a docket? Try to go to any other fucking show and try to run a show without a fucking docket, Wonder Woman.
Y'all talked about yesterday and stuff that I put into the docket.
Now, this is what I'm gonna say, right? Just real quick, truth be told. When Beans was here, I kind of took point. You know what I mean? And she had the docket pulled up. You know, she obviously gave her input and we bounced off of each other. But now she's in the driver's seat. So she's trying to figure that out. And remember, she always came at me about not having energy, not bringing it or whatever. And I had to figure that out. You know what I mean? And when Beans left to go to Milkers, because at the time Milkers was one of the top shows, I was like, you know, I need to figure this the fuck out because Cafe gonna go. You know, and then you came along. I've said this a million times. Thank you. You're fucking awesome. And I need to be better for you. I need to be better for the audience. I need to be better for fucking everybody. So that way this thing can be a success. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
a lot of what she's saying is what she said to me. Not exactly, but it's the same realm, you know, and I had to take that in like, all right, let's make this happen. So, but I just wanted to say that real quick. You got anything you want to say before we continue?
I do understand where Beans is coming from because Wonder Woman and fucking Sweet Tea, like yes, they have the energy in them. It's just like we haven't seen that, but we did see it yesterday. You know, like before all of the shit popped off, they have been more like quiet and reserved and everything. So I completely get like, you know, Bean's point where like, you know, like this is dolls, you gotta like fucking amp it up now. Like
we're back at it again with some good old LC stuff, starting off with good old Cafe and doing their Cafe. I have no clue where I was going with that. Oh my god, I can't even speak. Oh boy, let's get to this. If you're not aware, they were just covering a little bit of drama between dolls about, you know, amping it up, being more entertaining, and it's sort of true. I already did a sort of video on that, or I did that whole segment yesterday, right? But I'm gonna say it again. is sort of true, especially when you have people who Wonder Woman is a nice lady, but she's not a lady that can bring the energy that's required, right? She's a very much more sophisticated, more classy lady, whereas Sweet Tea is more of a reserved country bumpkin girl. And honestly, for what dolls are trying to be, it doesn't work. I mean, like, if anything, they should have just kept Puff Star, right? Yeah, Puff Star would have caused a lot of drama, but like it would have been profitable rather than just have two girls who are just very much like milk toast. Or even have like Pigtails, right? With hope Pigtails is doing well. But let's keep moving on.
Today's episode, but I thought that there was little things that she'd do here and there that was mean girl behavior that I didn't appreciate.
So what you're saying is that Bully is bullying you? You think that she's bullying you and
She's
not being
bullying me?
Yeah, do you think that she's bullying you and she's not just like trying to be a manager and saying like, "Hey, you should probably dress better for your show. Hey, like you should do this. Hey, you should do that."
No, I think that she was trying to be hateful about it, especially after her on Wheat Rewind last night. It really nailed it home a lot more for me.
Okay.
I understand. Oh,
Real quick, Mr. Boom Boom Pow with the 199. I missed one episode and they went goth and fought. Damn. Exactly. That's why you have to tune in every day. Thank you so much, Mr. Boom
Where
Boom
you were
Pow.
yesterday?
I take it. I would have taken. I mean,
No,
Is there a-
continue, sorry.
would have. I took it that Brantley just wants she's just giving constructive feedback, and she just wants to see the show succeed. And if you took it that way, then that's I mean, you take things the way you do, but I would have. I mean, people can say things to me that are negative, but I take it as a positive. I mean, people who are brave enough to say something to you to work on is great. Those are the people that are really good because they tell you the truth. Sweet tea. They tell
It's
you
like
the
a
truth.
bunch of like politically correct nonsense.
So, do you
Politically
think that
correct
if somebody
nonsense.
says, do you
Oh,
think?
God.
Well, sweet tea, do you not understand that if someone's giving you constructive feedback, do you think that that's a negative thing?
No, but I
Or do you
don't.
think
I've listened to a lot of good feedback that I've gotten since I've been in the LCU, or I wouldn't be here right now. I've tried to grow as much as I can. When it's actual feedback, of course I'm going to listen. But sometimes
PWLFIE super chatted $19.99. Brantley is one of the most peaceful people I've ever met. If she said something, she had a reason
Yeah.
for it. She's honest. If you can't handle it, that's your problem.
that's good, people can like other people.
Okay, I think I fixed the TTS. Yes, let's fucking go.
That's very hilarious coming from Sweet Tea. And I think Wonder Woman was trying to come at this very nice rather than being very aggressive like Brantley. If you're not aware, there's a huge thing between Sweet Tea and not taking criticism, which is very funny. Because like regardless of what you're trying to do or whatever your content or whatever your channel is, you need to be able to listen to people and hear them speak, right? I did a stream a little bit was it yesterday talking about that, or no, like 2 days ago maybe. I mentioned that like you need to be criticized, you need to be willing to take criticism to get better as a content creator, or whatever you're trying to do, a streamer, right? Whatever. But in the case of like Sweet Tea, who's not understanding it, what makes me kind of believe that she's probably trolling people. And if she's like playing the long troll game, then 10 out of 10, because that's. And I think I'm slowly starting to believe that Sweet Tea is just trolling people because like the whole like there's like you can't deny and not think like she's playing people. She has to be playing people. She can't be this dumb, right? It has to be a troll, like a grift, and if it is, damn, she's doing a good job because we need more of this in the LCU, or just people just trolling and rolling for the hell of it.
Is like they could have just talked this out and it never needed to get
Criticism
this
is
far.
not bullying. Look, Split Fries, I like you, but like criticizing is not bullying. If she just kept making fun of her fucking clothes and then didn't offer she was like, I don't like your clothes. Your clothes are shit. It's okay. It's the brutal honest. It's brutal honesty, and not a lot of people can handle
Sweet
that
Tea came
shit.
on and explained why she wears what she wears, and then Brantley going out of her way to be like, yeah, $500. That is so nice. That is very fucking generous. Like, I cannot act like it isn't.
It'd be different if she didn't offer that. She's like, I think your clothes are shit. I think you wear boy clothes. Here's $500. Fix it. She didn't have to do any of that shit. Like, you are literally proving Xylee right. Every time you open up your fucking mouth, this whole cry bully shit that you put on fucking Wonder Woman, saying like this Rick and Morty clip, it's literally you at this point. And I want you to know, I'm not trying to be mean to you, but literally Twisted Tea, Sweet Tea, Blumkin, whatever the fuck I gotta call you at this point, attacking Brantley after she's offering you help because she doesn't like what you're wearing is not a bad thing. You need to grow the fuck up. Like, nobody's here to coddle you. Like, legit, it's just my opinion, but like, legit, you are fucking up yourself by attacking anybody that gives you criticism. That's it. Like, legit, who the fuck even cares about what the fuck you wear? Not anybody else. Brantley cares. Think about it. Like, she cares.
And there's keeps on the whole conversation from the last stream about Sweet Tea and dressing and Brantley, and I'm just like, well, let's be serious for a second. As somebody who doesn't cam up, doesn't really want to, you should at least try to present yourself nice. A lot of people like that, especially if you're a woman. If you're a woman, like, you either look really nice or you dress pretty provocative. It's either one or the other. And, if you're kind of dressing up like a bit of a bum every single day, yeah, it doesn't make you look good. But at the same time, I'm like, well, they're all lolcow. Who gives a shit, right? They're all just lolcow. Let her dress the way she is. But, like, it'd be pretty funny to give her like a couple $100 and see what she buys. Like, that right there would be funny, because I think one buff even admits that himself. Also, I just realized the image we just stopped on. Holy shit. I may have to use that as the screen. I may have to use that as a thumbnail.
Copyright. I don't know.
Yeah, copyright.
Yeah, could you sing something for us? I'll sing it. I got it.
Wait, no, watch the clip. All right, we'll just watch the clip later.
Okay.
Watch the clip later, it's fine.
Well, they donated. We got to listen
They
to the
did? All right,
donators.
fine. Go, yeah, I fucking did the show. You sure?
Joe can wait.
Hayden
here comes the dono.
313 super chatted $20. Broke boy Kirby rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, and laughing, keep wishing you had money. Even mom's money is better than no money person shrugging medium light skin tone. Happy birthday, boogie. Partying face, 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 partying face.
Thank you, Hayden.
You're way
Wow, look. Look at these.
Randomly started playing.
I'm not trying. Oh, I've never tried any of these. Dude, it's so trying to have new candies to try. Oh, that's so fun.
Dono literally came in as you did that.
Polka Gaga super chatted $19.99. Rastov check LCLVC text chat. It's a link to the article. Happy birthday, BTW. Boogie must denounce Walmart if he really cares about the undocumented immigrants issue.
Yeah, if you DM it, I'll have
link it. Link the fucking thing. I don't believe him. It's probably one of those troll websites like CNN.
All right, let me have a look. I'll see if I can.
Pulparindo. Is this stuff good? Let me know in chat. One's in chat if Pulparindo is a good one. Pulparindo original.
Thank you for the gifted, Joshua King. But also there was a dono that you whacked over before from Hayden.
So, yeah, no Keemstar. They were saved by Billy, funny enough. This whole stream was just Boogie trying to say he's not racist, which was pretty funny in my eye. He had the Mexican flag, and I believe it's either I can't tell if that's the El Salvadorian or I can't even remember. I think it's El Salvador flag. I could be wrong, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The setup he has in the back, it's kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. It's a fire setup. Like, especially that weird, I think it's a flag with a bunch of cowboys, horses. It is actually kind of fire. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, this is pretty fire. And like, and the whole stream was just Boogie trying to say, "I'm not racist, guys. I'm not racist." And I'm like, Boogie, that's content right there. Fuck it. You know what? You know what? Boogie could be racist to me. I'm joking. I'm joking. In Minecraft YouTube, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, in all seriousness, I actually found it pretty enjoyable. It was just them going at it. Just say screw it. We'll do whatever we want. We don't care about the views. They got donated a lot. People were donating a crap ton. It was a 10 out of 10 stream.
I'll fuck you. I will come to your house and wipe my.
Do a goddamn thing, motherfucker!
No, what? No!
I don't have any whipped
That's
cream.
not nice!
Keep licking! Keep licking, big girl! Come here! Ugh.
Okay, look.
I'm gonna throw
I
up.
don't have fucking whipped cream, but I am a team player.
Wait.
Oh, that fat bastard's got cake or pie in his fucking house. Don't let him fool you.
I don't have pie. You. Wait, what do I have? Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, I have a fucking cake. Hold on.
Yup.
I gotta dig it out of the fucking trash.
Ah! She's wiping off her face, Michael!
Hey, you're not supposed to wipe off your face.
I just blew my nose and sprinkles came out!
She's cheating, Mike! Look at my face! Look at it!
Gidgy, you're cheating. So you guys are aware, for Jamar, I'm digging a cake out of the fucking garbage, okay?
Hell yeah, Jamar!
Get fan on me, man. God damn it. Don't rip out the AC. Don't rip out the Wi-Fi. Go get mine in my room. Oh, that's good.
I forgot. I can't. All right.
I'm gonna go fucking breathe
I'm
with
not
this.
cleaning myself! Oh my god! Oh.
Red velvet? Fuck.
Red velvet cake. Yes, fat ass. I love it.
Okay, let me
Put the
turn
big
it.
screen up. But Gidgy, don't die. Put it on my big screen first.
Yes.
So Queens was doing Queens as usual, throwing pies and cakes and all that dumb stuff. I don't know. Giddy or Giddy, whatever her name is, was doing it as well. I think they were just trying to do what they can to entertain the fans. Personally, I don't know if it worked or not because like I was just in and out. Because as this was going on, I was doing my own little stream at the same time. I guess it's gonna be interesting seeing their numbers. I guess I don't know. It's not really much I can say about Queen's bar from just throwing pies, screaming at each other, trying to raise money for donation. Mike is back, I guess, for a better time. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Just mix it together and then you cook it, and it cooks like a pancake. It's just banana and egg. It's really good.
All right, right here.
All right. It sure seems like people want me here because I get a host role and I've done damn good on the show making money and whatnot. And you people on the Discord can't stop thinking about me. That helps. And
Now,
this-
that's her arguing with King Scott
'cause-
because he sent in a dono saying about a trafficker. So now she's pleading for you to help.
She says, Billy, will you please tell these people here that I never called King Scott a human trafficker? The whole Discord is slandering me, saying that I called this man one of the worst things I can think of. Can you straighten this up for the audience? I don't know. Did she never call him that? I don't remember.
I don't know if she used the word trafficking, but she sure says it felt like it was prostitution. And I don't know, flying someone out, that would indicate trafficking because it's flying someone over state lines, which would be trafficking. So I don't know. I mean, 1 + 1 = 2, motherfucker.
Whatever she said, it was not good. She implicated him in being a part of it. When we all know, like, there was no ill intent, and it was just she was having fun with the conversation, and then she wasn't, and we didn't pick up on that because we only noticed the part where she was having fun and contributing to the conversation because she was contributing and having fun, and I guess we missed out on the other part of the part where she no longer was having fun because you didn't voice that part. And then the next day when she accused us of the stuff, we kind of were so taken aback by it. and it got handled
Yeah.
poorly, I would.
So here we have good old Rewind covering Sweet Tea and all that shit, right? Because no matter what, Sweet Tea has caused a lot of drama between Billy and Xylee to the point where like they don't really want to cover Sweet Tea. Like covering Sweet Tea, it's kind of dangerous for these people because Sweet Tea will accuse you of something that you clearly didn't do it, but it may insinuate or it may feels like you're trying to do something like that. But even if that's not the case, given the context, the way things sound like it sounds something completely different. And given that I really think that Sweet Tea is just trolling most of the time, but the thing is, also gets into her own emotions, which makes her, which I don't know. I don't know. It feel like she's trolling, and she knows she knows that it's like a TV show. But I don't know why I'm talking like a child. But I don't know. Anytime I talk about Sweet Tea, my brain just goes. But no, in reality, yeah, I think Sweet Tea thinks it's all like kind of a TV show, reality show, and goes with it. But then she gets way too into her own emotion, which makes her like lash out and accuse of people of things that are not true. And we've seen this happen number of times. Ooh.
For whatever reason, every time I click onto lolcownerd, because I don't watch the whole show, right? I don't have it in me to watch 4 hours of that. I'd rather work in complete silence.
I don't watch nerds because I'm not going to watch a place where I'm blocked and muted because somebody's a pussy. So what I do instead is I just don't watch at all. And that's fine with me. It's actually looking at the clips. I didn't really fucking miss anything, so that's fine. Did they ever do any nerd content today? Or are they just still trying to be
the nerdiest
milkers?
thing they talked about was zombie penises.
Yeah, Zay wanted to be milkers so fucking bad that she has now got buff weeb trained.
But here's the, like
nerds is just milkers now.
another thing I've just seen evidence of, throughout my investigations is Nerds was one of the best shows for a little, outside of the main show. It was was genuinely entertaining. The dynamic was there. And then what happens? They start inching towards the top of the leaderboard. And after that, they were better than everybody.
Fucking ego.
They were better than everybody. And what happens when you get to the top?
You gotta fall down.
You either stay there or you gotta fall down. But what's funny is I don't think they would have fallen, right? I think they would have gone. I think they would have gotten to the top and stayed there. But then they got in their heads. Then they realized, there's other shows out here. We're competing with other people, right? But instead of showing our true talent, we're going to shit talk the other shows. We're going to make false allegations against the other shows. And then, after we make these false allegations, when somebody comes after us, all right, with a false allegation, what are we going to do? We're going to call them out.
For sure, 100%.
Because the pot has to call the kettle black, Steak. They gotta.
You have to. Someone has to keep shit in line. If it doesn't get covered in one place, it's gonna get covered in a fucking another. You did a false accusation, and it was some bitch shit, and weeb, you stuck right by her, and then fucking doubled down and did more of it on your last fucking...
Let's get into whatever this shit is. The stake stuff between them and theirs, I think, will keep intensifying here and there. To the point where I think Zay will end up just crying again about it to Keemstar and resulting in some type of restriction like they always do. I mean, let's be fair. I think to some extent, I think Buff is kind of whipped by Zay, right? Buff doesn't really fight with Zay, and he'd always submit. Like, occasionally do fight, but it's always, like, one-sided, right? And obviously, like, we've seen Buff double down or even downright just, like, support Zay. And there have been times where Zay straight up, like, points out flaws within one Buff, right? Because one Buff is trying to be everybody's friend. I don't know. It's a weird situation. And I think one Buff kind of realized that he has to support his co-host, right? But he wants to not fight with everybody else. But that's not going to be possible because he made the proclamation that, well, if you come after my co-host, you're coming after me too. Which is fair, but it's like, sometimes you got to let your co-host just take the shit and by themselves, and you just got to stand back and be like, hey, not my problem anymore. It's all up to you now. That's how I feel, but again, the way buff works. Oops, sorry for that. The way buff works sometimes. It's whatever. Is Buff ever gonna get his balls back? Yeah, probably not. And they also go into this whole thing about like attacking each other's family or their spouse and stuff like that, and it just gets more and more messy. With I think eventually it's going to get to a point where one of them, and I think it's gonna either be they or somebody like that, it's gonna say something, and it's gonna be to a point where Keemstar has to get involved and make a rule, and if you don't follow it, you just get suspended right off the bat, or even straight up fire. And I think we're heading towards that direction because I have a feeling that somebody is gonna end up calling CPS and state, you know, family. And I have a feeling that it may come from one of the nerds people, right? And nerds is gonna be, and I have a feeling that they're gonna be somewhat aware of it, but like also like, well, we didn't tell them to do that. We don't advocate that. I know that's gonna end up happening. We saw already with Savage. We'll see it again with this. So next time, God bless.